Hello and welcome all of you to my YouTube channel, Animals and Pets with Partha. I have noticed that there are quite a number of people who follow my channel very closely, and they often ask me questions. There are plenty of people who are asking me for what to feed their dogs, specific breeds like French bulldogs and maybe toy dogs or maybe red tails and things like that. So what I propose to do in this episode is to explain how do you feed different breeds of dogs. That is very important because I feel that we need to sort of judge them in a manner where we use our common sense. Because on common sense, a lot of things are built. The common law, the British common law, on that thing. So everything, we should exercise our common sense when we are dealing with dog food. First of all, let me tell you, we should always relate it to our food habits and what is best for us. Because with the advent of the internet, the Google and all the AI and everything that's happening around the world, we are aware what is best for us and what is not. Of course, there are a lot of videos that, a lot of YouTube channel videos or whatever, they are all personal. Many are not, they don't give the correct information, but a lot of them do, and they are done by experts. And those are the channels that people do really watch. So we are very used to using our common sense and our capabilities of judgment. So why do we lose that when we are going to feed our dogs? First of all, let me tell you, our dogs are carnivorous animals. They have 4 canine teeth, and that is meant to tear meat and eat. So a cow is foliage, means leaves and this and that and whatever, but they're vegetarian, even the horses. But the canine variety, they eat meat. So in the nature, we have, this canine variety, carnivorous variety of animals, which are used to eat live things, meat, and that is their primary diet. Now, let me just tell you, just use your common sense. Even a small dog, which is a Pomeranian, is a carnivorous animal. Same species, and the big great Dane is also, but then the breeds may be different. They are made differently, structures are differently. Like, even in human beings, we are structurally made different. We Bengalis look something like different. A person from Africa who's big and strong and dark in color, or they look different. So, and we have, but then food, or what to eat and what not to eat is more or less common, should be exactly the same. What is good for us will be good for them, what is good for them will be good for us. Of course, we may eat differently, that is our choice, because nobody controls that, because many people, indulge in a lot of things which is very harmful for their health, and they often die early. But that is their choice. Nobody can stop them from doing that. Similarly, for dogs also, what you need to do is, in humans, that's why they have not been putting, this is good for Indian, this is good for Chinese, this is good for Japanese, carrot is good for everybody, fish is good for everybody, meat is good for everybody. But of course, if your physical condition doesn't allow red meat, the doctor might say don't have red meat. But then, these are things, this is common. Some people are by choice vegetarian, some people are by choice non-vegetarian. That is, of course, left to them. Now, I am not going to talk to you about human food and all that. You are more, most of you are more learned than I am. I only, I use what I think is good for me, and similarly, you must be doing the same. Coming to dog food is a very simple topic. What do you do to see? The quantities vary. the quantities vary. A small Pomeranian with this will eat this much. Maybe it will have 50 grams or 25 grams. It depends on the size. Maybe it's just 500 grams or 800 grams or a kilo or a 2 kilo. Then it comes to 20 kilo, 30 kilo, 40 kilo, 50. Naturally, the quantity of protein and everything. Then, of course, the variation is how much exercise does your dog get? How much work does it do? Now, the food is very much controlled by you. So, if you give a lot of carbohydrates and things like that, you will look at your dog and you will see he's getting fat, he's putting on unnecessary weight and things like that. So you are able to control everything. So I would suggest it's not the quantity, it's not huge quantity. Dog it doesn't understand. You put the food in front of it, it can just eat a lot. Then in the next meal it will skip it, or may not become sick. So you have to control the quantity of food. The quantity of food you can always ascertain. It's all according to body weight. You can Google it. There are a lot of channels that will, where in the specific information of the quantity. I would suggest, now you have to use your common sense when your dogs are exercising. You give a lot of exercise every day. You are living in the rural area. So what happens is you have to feed a lot of protein and a lot of because it needs energy. Protein will generate energy. So that is very, very important. You're going to burn that. So they are burning it. So unless you feed them, they will not have that stamina. So I always keep on going back to just to make explanation simpler. Like my diet and Muhammad Ali's diet would never be the same, because he's a boxer. He needs a lot of protein. He maybe eats a whole chicken or maybe more. I eat only 1 or 2 pieces. So these are things according to your sort of lifestyle and your need. Now, funnily, the marketing experts have derived that people have become very tuned to if you write this food is for the Pomeranian, they will not buy that and feed it to Great Dane. Because if you buy that and the package you feed it to a Great Dane, people will say, well, why are you feeding a small dog's feed to a big dog? These are things that is going to be. Now, similarly, a Great Dane, you will not feed a Pomeranian food. See, point is, if you look at the food, the Pomeranian kibbles are small, very small in size, and so that you can measure small amounts. And the Great Dane would be much bigger, larger. But I would say that what is good for a small Pomeranian is also good for a Great Dane, not the quantity. So it is, and then you relate to the exercise part, which I have explained. Now, so what is good for my Doberman? What is good for my German Shepherd? Now all these marketing people know that if I write Doberman, most of the people who are owning Doberman and most of the people who go to stores, they will look, well, I must buy that package. Even if they know that, even if their common sense would suggest that dog food would be more or less similar, but then, because it is written Doberman, they would buy that packet. Because that packet means it will prove to the world that I feed very specific dog food, specially made for a Doberman. Now, do you think that is bad for a Pomeranian? It cannot be. Because all dog food, like it's similarly for us. Now, if you are eating the chicken, is it good for me and bad for a American? No. So, you must understand, and you must, people who are, because I am explaining all this on the understanding that people are going to feed natural food, means the holistic sort of dog keeping. That is what I prefer, because I come from the old school of thoughts, and my dog career started in the early 70s. So you'll understand, when I was a little kid, I started breeding dogs, showing dogs, and then I also became an all breeds dog show judge international. And so that gave me a lot of my horizon of thinking expanded, and I had my vision. I could see a lot of things, understand a lot of things, and I was able to assimilate. And my understanding is based on very common thinking. My mentor was in the British era. In those days, there was no dog food, no specific medicine for dogs. We used to use only human stuff. Everything was human stuff that we used to use for dogs. We used to use fresh food. We used to use all human medicines. For small dogs, we would use pediatric doses and the pediatric medicines. And as the dog's body weight increased, we understood and we sort of computed a sort of dosage that would suit the animal, exact body requirements of that animal. So based on that, I would suggest and I would say, though, please use your common sense. It is not this breed specific. They might write something, and when you're feeding, if your dog does a lot of exercise, give it a lot of protein. I would suggest less carbohydrates. It's just similar as is, what is good for us is good for them. Now, of course, if you are vegetarian, then you will think of what to give, what ingredients are good for you to give you the necessary protein for a healthy, active life. So with this, I will not drag this episode much longer. I am now at my hideout where I am making my kennels. I will just show you that this is what my kennel run is going to look like. It is going to gel with the atmosphere here. It's all natural, made out of bamboos. It's going to be painted nicely, and then the dogs, just have a look. The dogs are going to run around here, which is just in the process of being completed, and there will be top-class dogs, of different breeds. Yeah, all a passion. Please don't take me as a commercial breeder. I would hate that, because my dogs must go to loving homes and not commercial people. I don't entertain commercial requests from puppy mills. I am not interested to sell even for a higher price. So our kennels are going to come up here, and then we are going to build a lot of, so these are the rooms. We have rooms where the kennels are going to be, means they're going to stay indoors, because at night there are leopards who walk this path, If you look at my Facebook page on Partha's Hideout, you will see leopards just walking, past here. It's all on my camera, on my CCTV cameras, and then you see, a black, leopard also, which is called melanism. So that's why it's black. People call it the Black Panther here. So whatever it is, and of course there are no cheetahs, but everybody in this locality know them as cheetahs, because the spots they're on, differences they don't understand. But we have leopards here, and I've seen them, of course, on my camera. But they don't clash with humans. There are lots of deers, lots of food, there are plenty of forests. These are all forests all around. And as you drive in through tea gardens, you can just look the huge forest, the expanse of the forest everywhere. So you have, generally you have leopards, and they have enough food here, so they don't sort of attack human beings. So with these words, and a final word, that you're most welcome to spend a few days at our homestay. We have some well-appointed rooms. They are comfortable, and we have a staff force which will cook you sumptuous meals, and all organic. That's what is important. As I eat organic food mostly, I prefer that my animals also live on organic food. Bye-bye, and see you again shortly.